Next week, the Los Angeles Lakers could make history, becoming the first basketball team ever to plow through the playoffs undefeated. One reason for their phenomenal success, the young player named after a Japanese steak, Kobe Bryant.
Hello everyone, it's Hank. This is going to be my first and the beginning of my video series of why you should remember. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why you should remember Kobe Bryant.
Bryant's talent is so remarkable, some have even compared him to Michael Jordan, and he's only 22 years old.
Now, before I start talking about Mr. Bryant, I want to just real quick mention that I'm going to be specifically just talking about all the inspirational things he's done in other people's lives and what he represents specifically for basketball, and stick to honoring his passing and honoring his life, because at this point that's all that should matter. It's a true tragedy about what has happened to him. And my condolences to his family. I think if his family's watching, I thank you so much. Number one, being in this individual's life, I know it meant a lot to him having you, all of you in his life. Kobe Bryant was born August 23rd, 1978 in Philadelphia, and then very quickly moved to Italy to spend 8 seasons there where his father played, his father being Joe Bryant, or Jelly Bean Joe Bryant. He grew up in a very different place than America, and he moved around a lot. So that means he didn't really get a chance to spend time with other kids his age, because he was always on the go. But he put all of his focus on basketball. He knew at a very early age, he started playing at 6, that he really loved the game. He loved the feeling. And if you ever listen to any of his interviews, he was in love with the sport.
The strategies, the competition, the camaraderie, the fans. We just go on and on and on.
We can all learn a lot about how to be obsessed with our dreams and our goals by just listening to his interview. The other thing that is really interesting about him is him being in Italy. It's very big for them to just do soccer. It's a European thing. Soccer is huge out there, but his whole focus was basketball. That's all he loved. That's what he dreamed about doing. And the dream that he had most of all was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers at a very young age. So as he grew, and after he moved back to the States later on in his junior high career, once again dedicated himself to just basketball, only basketball. He used to play during the summers. When he would come back from Italy, he would play in a summer league. At one point, actually, in fact, he didn't make any points at all, and that would discourage you. But for him, he looked at it as a place for him to start at. A goal was made for him at that point to now focus on becoming the best player that he could possibly become. So fast forward back to junior high, when he finally moves back, that was his one and only thing that he did. He didn't really have a lot of friends. He didn't really do anything else. All he did was basketball, which I think is incredible. I wish if more of us had that type of mentality to focus on just becoming the best, I think things would be very different in the world than they are today. And I know people are actually working on that as we speak. I know I am. And that is what created the Black Mamba mentality.
The only thing that matters to him is his game.
That mentality is literally every single day, work better, do better. What can you do better that you didn't do the following day? And Kobe Bryant lived that on and off the court. People used to talk about how ferocious he played. He would always egg on his teammates just because he wanted the thrill of the competitiveness, which could be sometimes a maybe negative thing. But for him, it really drove him to become the best, to become stronger. And even there was times where his parents didn't believe in him. And if you've ever been in that situation where your family or your friend didn't believe in you, it is very discouraging. However, no matter who told him that he couldn't do it or whatever could possibly discourage him, he never lost focus. His main focus was on the game. His main focus was focusing on what it was that he wanted to achieve, which was to be the best basketball player in his generation, and he did so. He, I think, during one of his championship games in high school, he had like a mini press conference and people were asking him certain things, and he said straight up that as soon as I'm out of high school, I'm going straight to the NBA. And which was quite interesting, because most people usually go from high school to college, then to NBA. But he said he was going to do it, and he actually did it. He manifested that using the law of attraction. He said he was going to, no matter what, undoubtedly become one of the very few people to go straight from high school to professional NBA playing. And he did so at the age of 17, right out of high school. He actually was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, but he was instantly taken by the Los Angeles Lakers. And then at the same time, they also picked up Shaquille O'Neal. And at that point, they became both instant friends and instant rivals. The rivalry was second to none. And because of both of them working so hard to outdo each other, they became two of the best teammates and basically won championships for them for 3 consecutive years right after they got into their basketball team. Now, the next thing, Kobe Bryant made a mistake. He made a big mistake. He did something to a loved one, and it caused him a great deal of grief and hurting. But he did something that some people don't do, and that is he came and owned up to his mistakes. And that's something that Kobe Bryant consistently did during his basketball career. He was always acknowledging his mistakes and owning up to his failures, and then going and working on them and making himself grow from that. That is the Black Mamba mentality. That is his mindset. That is who he was as an individual. Now let me describe what a black mamba is. Black mambas are fast, nervous, and lethally venomous. They are, when they're threatened, they're highly aggressive, and that is what Kobe Bryant thought of himself when he was on the basketball field. He felt like as soon as the game was about to start, he was ready to go. Nobody and nothing could stand in his way in his mind. So he focused as best as he could to do that. If we as individuals times let the small things bog us down and keep us from moving forward, but we can't do that. You know, we can't let those small things keep us from who we are supposed to become as an individual. And the mindset that Kobe Bryant had was just that straight. Nothing and nobody can stand in my way from shooting that last point or getting that last layup. Just nothing could stop. And that is why definitely should remember Kobe Bryant as an individual. Thank you so much for watching this. Shout out to Kobe Bryant and everything that he's done over the past couple years. As he's gone older, he's gone a lot less venomous from what I've read up about. And he has put a lot of focus in doing a lot of things for younger generation. He's done a lot of things for kids who are looking to do the same thing he's doing, and he's encouraging them. So I suggest if you ever get a chance to, you should definitely check out some of his charities. There's a couple of them that he's done. Maybe I'll link one in the description below of some of the charities that he's worked on, and if you get a chance to, you should either donate maybe or see how you can get involved to help them. If you're a basketball player, you should definitely check it out. There's a lot of the kids there are, from what I've seen, are young and inspiring. And the best thing to do when you're older is to encourage and empower the younger generation that's coming before you. So that way you guys, it's a continuous thing. You want to always be encouraging and moving on. LeBron James is a huge fan of Kobe Bryant, and if it wasn't for Kobe Bryant, I don't think LeBron James would quite be the same person that he is today. So we always need to be encouraging people. Thank you so much. Take care.